Hey everyone, welcome to the Google Slicer video series. My name is KZ and I want to get right into it. The first thing we need to cover is market selection and how to pick profitable markets. The basic rule of thumb here is to pick markets that have money flowing in them day in, day out. Now, I outline 4 approaches in the manual to pick profitable markets or to find markets, and then you can decide whether they are profitable or not later on. So, the first one is the tried and tested approach. This one is, again, very simple. And in this approach, we just target the 3 core areas that everybody spends money on, which is health, wealth, and relationships. Now, health is not, it is a market, but it's too big. We need to delve a little bit deeper. So if you look at health, there is, weight loss, anxiety attacks, acne, and a whole host of other things. You could quite possibly go on Google and actually, let's try this. Top 10 health issues. And this first result, let's see. Okay, so they list the top 10 major health issues that we all face. Physical activity and nutrition, overweight and obesity, tobacco, smoking. Yeah, a lot of people smoke and they want to give up on smoking. So, quit smoking would be a good niche. Weight loss would be a good niche. Substance abuse, HIV/AIDS, between 11 and 50%. That's quite a lot, actually. More than I would have thought. Over the age of 50. Interesting. Mental health, you could, anxiety, panic attacks. ADHD is a very big niche. And what else do we have? So just right there, we have, 4 or 5 niches that you could possibly go into. In the wealth area, the most obvious one is making money online or making money on eBay, making money, offline, and all that other stuff. But you also have things like, loans, mortgages, credit cards, and even on those, you could quite possibly divide them down even further. So for credit cards, you could have, prepaid credit cards, or gift cards would be one which would be profitable and a lot less competitive than straight up credit cards. So if we go into Google and type in prepaid credit cards. Now I'm in England, so some of these companies will not be familiar to you, but if you're in the States, you would get results based on the one in States. So if you look at the very first result, compare prepaid.co.uk. Now this is very obviously an affiliate site, and if you look at the Alexa rank, that's under 200,000, which is pretty good. So there is a lot of traffic in this market, and this is just comparing prepaid credit cards. Let's see what they have on offer. Yeah, so there is a company called Bread. They do a prepaid MasterCard. Would be interesting to see what sort of affiliate. Bread prepaid credit card. Breadcard.com. Let's see if they have an affiliate program. Now, I know I talk about product selection a lot later on, but really in real life, this is going to be a lot more organic. So, you would most likely be doing market research and come across products. Just make a note of them, and don't worry about doing everything step by step. It's a lot more organic in real life. So for this breadcard.com, this is the prepaid MasterCard. Usually the affiliate sign up is right at the bottom. Look, they have an affiliate program. Wonder how much they pay. So they pay £5, which is about $8 per sale. Now that is not a lot, to be honest, but you could go through all the companies and find ones that pay a lot more. So if we go back, let's see what else they have. Latest credit cards, compare prepaid credit cards, O2 Top, Freedom Phones, Splash. This one is quite famous actually. I've heard of these guys before, so wonder if they have card fees. Hold on, just go here. Splash credit card. Splashplastic.com. Okay, if they have an affiliate program. Interesting, they don't seem to have refer a friend and £5. So they all seem to be paying about £5 per person that you refer. And if they go on to use the card, you get another £5. So you're looking at £10, which is about $15 per per prepaid credit card that you sell. It's not bad, not bad. So as you can see, niches have like sub niches in them. So don't go for, health as a market. It's just way too big. You'd have to go into like weight loss or hair loss, acne. What else do we have? Building muscle, six-pack abs, bigger biceps, that kind of thing. So you want to be as specific as possible while keeping the niche somewhat decent size. And we did cover health, wealth, and relationships. Again, a huge, huge market. There's so many things here. You have dating, and even in dating, you could divide it into what to do on first dates, approaching women, pickup lines, chat up lines. Then you have relationship management, things like how to save your marriage or how to get an ex-girlfriend back, and how to spice up a sex life and all that other stuff. So when you go into a market, think about try and get specific, but not not go into a market which is just too small. So specific and a decent size. That's the goal here, okay? The other approach was problem solving. Again, this is just think about the problems that you've had, which were sort of urgent and really painful, and you just wanted an instant solution. So the example I give in the manual is of a virus on your computer, maybe. So your computer is basically useless, and you're worried about your personal identity being stolen and all that other stuff. So you could have antivirus as a market. You could have credit reports as a market, because people might want to apply for a loan, but they're not sure what their credit rating is. So they'd want to buy a credit report, and they pay really well. And 28, anywhere from 18 to sort of $32 per report that you sell. And usually these offers are trial offers. So problem solving is just using your everyday experience and what you notice around you. Next we have product related. This sort of works backwards. You find products that you have used or that you have seen being advertised online, and you just go into that market, okay? So there are a few ways to find products. To find information products, you would just have to go to ClickBank. It's the biggest marketplace for information products. And now if you go to marketplace, and just by looking at the categories, it will give you ideas on different markets. So if we look at health and fitness, We have, addiction, beauty, dental health, teeth whitening, very good niche. Diet and weight loss, meditation. So that would be things like, what would that be actually? Yeah, just like yoga and all that other good stuff. And these products pay pretty well. $20, $13, 25. Men's health. I think this would be things like, okay, premature ejaculation and orgasms for women. Oh, yeah. We have mental health. I'm assuming this is things like anxiety attacks, attention deficit disorder, memory training. That's pretty good. Rotator cuff. Rotator cuff is your shoulder joint, and a lot of guys who lift really heavy weights, who bench really heavy, get a lot of pain in their shoulders. And rotator cuff is the joint between your well arm and your what do you call this? The bone right next to your neck. I don't know what it's called. So exercises to fix the pain, because if your rotator cuff goes or it gets damaged, you basically can't train. So for ebooks, I would go to ClickBank and just sort of browse through the marketplace and see if anything catches your eye. We have self-help. Self-help would be in the more sort of, it would cover all three areas. So the magic of making up, this would be in the relationship sector. Panic attacks would be health. Ex-boyfriend back, this would be in the relationship area. So just browse the marketplace. There are a few other places that I go to find products to give me inspiration on markets. For CPA networks, you want to go to OfferWalt. It's offerwalt.com, and this is completely free to join. And all they do is they list all the offers from like literally hundreds of affiliate networks, and you get the offer name and how much the offer pays out, and whether it's a per sale offer, it's a trial offer, and all that other good stuff. So you would have to join, and it's completely free to join. And then log in. Let's just log in now, and we'll see what happens. Cool, so I'm logged in. So just sort of, browse through here. And this will also come in very handy when we are doing product selection. Because, for example, if we were in the dental market, we just type in teeth. I'm sure we will get a lot of products. So we have, wow. Teeth whitening, this one pays $55 and it's a trial offer. So I think the customer just pays shipping and handling, and then they get rebilled every month if they don't cancel. So a lot of teeth whitening offers, they all seem to pay, 40 plus. Another place for, this is actually very good for health, for the health market. If you go to markethealth.com and offers, so we have colon cleansing, colon health. Again, these, it pays very, very nice. £20, which is about, $30 almost. Cosmetics would have, lip plumping. Go figure. Tanning, sunless tanning. Interesting. Never thought of that. Free trial offers. A lot of trial offers, 56 of them. So again, you would go, just look around and see if anything catches your eye. Paid offers, sexual health, skincare, and teeth whitening again. And then breast enhancement program. Wow. I don't need one of those. Genital warts. So you can see a lot of markets to choose from. cellulite solution, hair removal. So yeah, it's not just hair loss, hair removal as well. It's beauty, so I would put it in the relationship category because it's women want to look good for their husbands and boyfriends. Eye cream, so this would probably be for circles under your eyes. Teeth whitening. So you can see there's just tons and tons of markets to go into within those three big markets that I outlined before. And lastly, passion related. This is the one I use least often, but it's something to look at because you might have a passion which might be in a profitable market. So I talk about tennis in the book because I picked up a racket for the first time about a year and a half ago. I literally just fell in love with the game, and I shit you not, in 18 months I have spent close to, let me think, $150 a month on tennis courts. Probably $3,000, maybe more, between $3,000 and $4,000 in 18 months on like tennis equipment and courts and coaching. And I actually sort of keep going back to the same websites to buy my strings and tennis balls and all that other stuff. So if you have a passion, or if you can think of a passion where people have absolutely no qualms spending a lot of money, you could find a market that way. Golf would be another one. Those are the only two I can think of right now. So yeah, that's market selection covered. Now, before we go further, these are not like standalone. You might use either one of these and end up in the same market. So the point isn't what technique you use to get to the market. The point is to essentially and eventually find a market which is bound to be profitable. So don't worry about which technique am I using to find a market. It doesn't freaking matter. Just follow these approaches, and some of the markets will sort of fall into all the categories. So just don't worry about it and pick one that just feels right, and make sure it's profitable. And that's it for market selection. In the next video, we are going to cover keyword research. Very important, and that will give us a better idea of if the market is penetrable and if it is profitable. So see you in the next video.